17. Mario is built. Hey guys, it's Pat and welcome back to another mod showcase. And today we're going to be taking a look at the construction mod. It's actually really similar to an instant structures mod, except a bit less overpowered. See the structure right here? This I've created. Looks pretty cool too. So guys, there's a few different recipes we need to go over, and then we can get to building some pretty epic stuff. So really the first thing you're going to want to make, guys, is the blueprint. And the recipe is extremely simple. It's just paper. Like, anyone could remember that probably. And you're going to need a lot of these, because for every structure you want, you're going to need a different blueprint. So you're going to need a bunch of these, so we'll grab 3. In the planning table, what you do is you put the blueprint into the planning table and then choose the structure you want to build. And to actually choose it, based on how big it is, it's going to cost you some ink sacs to actually like write it into it. So it's kind of interesting. And the recipe is planks on the bottom, normal wood on top, any variety, and a crafting table. So we'll grab this, and we'll also grab some ink sacs because we're going to need them to actually make the structures. And then the last thing you have to do, guys, is build a construction block. And this one is actually expensive, but it definitely makes sense because it actually like builds your structure for you. So it's diamonds, wood, and a plank in the middle. Alright, so we'll grab this, and to get the construction started, you will need a hammer. It's cool, you can actually attack with it too. 5 attack damage, makes sense. Alright, so for this, 2 sticks and 4 cobblestone. So we're going to grab all this stuff, we'll take it outside, and I will show you guys how to actually use it. First off, we're going to toss down this table, then I'm going to click on it, and you can see right here, it says the medieval tower is 10 ink sacs to actually draw. So what you want to do is you want to put one of these blank ones over here, and then the actual amount that it costs right there. And now I can draw it, but I want to choose something else. Right now, I actually have a bunch of packs installed, and this is how the mod works. You can install packs of different buildings people made. People can actually upload their own ones too, and I did that with one of them, the Mario one. I had to go with it, so we're going to go with Mario, and of course, there's ones that come with the mod as well. Alright, so I'm going to draw this. It costs 6. You can see I lost 6 now, and now it says Mario on it. So all I have to do is place down the construction block, right-click on this, then you take the blueprint, put it right here, hit materials, it tells you exactly what you need to create it. So I need a bunch of wool, as you can see, and also some snow. So I'm going to grab that real quick, and we will try it out. Alright guys, so I grabbed all the different materials, and then what you need to do is actually place them in those positions for it to actually work. So it can be a little bit of a pain, but of course, you pretty much get this built for you. So we're going to put them in here. And guys, this is the only one I'm going to show not in creative. I just wanted to show you guys how it worked in survival because it works a little bit different in creative. Alright, so now I can hit start. And this is what you need to do. You need to take your hammer and basically right-click it. I think you have to right-click it about 10 times to build the first layer of the structure. So we're going to just keep beating it. So it says stage 1 of 17 complete. So you literally need to build this yourself. So I'm just going to smack it like crazy. And you can see my structure is growing before our eyes. So if you don't like instant structure mods because, you know, they're too overpowered, this one actually makes you have to work for the structure too. And you don't have to build it, but you need to gain all the materials and smack this thing with a hammer like crazy. Alright, I'm going to beast mode this, and we're going to check it out in 1 second, guys. Honestly, I really like how they set it up. It's like a mix between an instant structure mod and Simulcraft. Alright, we're at stage 14. 15. Of course, I picked like the tallest thing in the world. 17. Mario is built. And yeah, this is one someone built themselves, of course. So if you really want to build a structure, you can actually like upload it to the site too, and people can download your pack and actually have like an instant structure of that stuff too, which is pretty cool. Before we build anything else, guys, I did want to show you it does use durability of the blueprint. So if I want to build another Mario, I can, but I can only build like 5 of them. So you do have that choice, but keep that in mind. But if I want to build a different structure, I need a brand new blueprint. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to test out some of these cool structures we can build. And we got Mario. That is awesome. Alright. So what I'm going to do is just put this stuff down and show you how it works in creative as well. So this is so much simpler now. So I put this down. All I have to do is put in a blank one. I don't need to put in anything else. And let's try to find something cool. Alright, one that's really expensive. The farm's 14. The windmill, let's go with that. So draw. Got it right here. and we will construct it right in front of this. So all I have to do with this now is put it in here and hit start, and instantly built. It's actually pretty awesome. That's a cool structure right there. I give them credit for that. That is nice. So let's take a look at it. I know normally with these mods what I do is I go over every single structure, but with this one, it's pretty much an infinite amount of structures because people can build anything and there's so many getting uploaded. Alright, so cobwebs at the top and a bunch of chests. Oh, there's nothing in them. Why you gotta torture me like this? Why you gotta torture me? I see how it is, guys. So yeah, what we're gonna do is test out some more structures, and then I could show you another feature. This mod actually does allow you to basically copy paste structures. You could like move one if you wanted, or you can just use it so you can build multiple of something too. Alright, so let's get something else going here. So what I want to do is I want to put in another blank one. Find something cool in here. Alright, that one was 22. Is there any that are more expensive than that we have here? Like, there's some small stuff. A blacksmith might be cool, actually. Alright, we'll go with the blacksmith. Alright, so I put this here, wrong spot. Draw. And of course, if I built it here, it's going to build it, like, right on top of that. So that is not something we really want to do. So I'm going to move it over here and build a brand new structure. Alright, so we will toss in the medieval blacksmith and start. Very cool. So yeah, if you don't enjoy building, a lot of people that don't enjoy building really like this kind of mod. You can build some pretty cool stuff pretty quickly. Of course, you know, normally, if I was building this in survival, you have to keep in mind that this is probably like 25 blocks tall, maybe 30 blocks tall. So I'd have to smack the hell out of that thing, like, until it was actually built. Alright, let's check out the blacksmith. I like the anvil. No floor to this place. That's not good. They probably should have worked on the floor. So, if you want to add a little building yourself, you can add the floor to this one. Because there is no floor on this at all. Just kind of funny. Alright, let's check out the farm. The farm's actually really big, so apparently it's probably cool. It's gotta be. I'm predicting it. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We will toss in another blank one here. Let me just find that farm. There we go. So we'll draw it. Put it back in here. It's actually really simple how this stuff works. When I first signed on to try this mod out, I was like, how the hell do you use any of this stuff? Alright, so I'm going to put it in here. Start. Ooh, that's a cool farm. So yeah, definitely has a lot of stuff going for you. Of course, you know, the ground's got to be level, guys. If you're not in a level area, then things like this happen. Especially since they made it out of, like, gravel, so it sunk down in those spots. But the reason I don't show these in a flat world is because when you're playing Minecraft, you're not usually playing on a flat world anyway. So this is the kind of stuff that is actually gonna happen to you most likely. Alright, is there a place to go in here? Yes, there is. Pretty cool. I like this a lot, actually. The farm's really cool. Alright, in here, nothing. And there. So now, guys, I'm gonna head back to the first house and show you a couple more things you can craft so you can actually, like, copy and paste the structure. Maybe we can do it with this one. Might be pretty cool. So guys, we've made it back, and now this feature is basically for, like, copying your own structures. Because really, why would you copy one of the structures in the mod when there's already blueprints for it? So what you're going to need is a pencil. And there is no recipe for it at the moment, so you're going to need to go into creative to get it. And there is one more item. It says right here under the construction helmet, donators only. And if I had to guess, it might not appear on your head unless you donate. Because I tried putting it on and it doesn't show up. But just in case you care, the recipe is yellow stained clay like that. You can really feel like you're building with this on. Alright, so using this is actually a little bit more complicated than the other stuff we did so far. So you need to mark the ground kind of in two spots. So I'm going to show you guys how to copy like a big structure like this. So what you need to do is you need to get the lowest point on the bottom left. So you can see this actually goes pretty far over. It's really hard to tell where it is from here. But I'd say copying from right around here would probably be good. I think we're a little bit past it, but that's okay. So you need to mark this, right click it with the pencil like that. It says first corner set at. And now you need to mark the second corner. So it's the opposite side, and it needs to be in line with the back, which is right over here. But you don't mark that. You actually need to mark this all the way up at the top, because it can't copy the entire structure unless you have a block that's like in line with the top of it. Actually, I think I need to get a little further over now that I'm looking at this. Okay, so this mark should be, you obviously don't need to do it with like all these blocks like I am right now. Just needs to be high enough to mark this. All right, so is that, let's make it a little higher. Let's make sure here. All right, that should be good. So now you right click it again. And now all you have to do is hold shift and right click. And we're gonna call this windmill copy. So now we save this. And what you can do is get rid of all this stuff because obviously it's annoying at this point. So we're gonna get rid of this. And then we're going to head over and try to copy it. And assuming I did everything correctly, and you do too, it should copy the structure over pretty much exactly how it was. So once again, we're going to toss down our planning table right here, and also our construction block. So let's see, do I have a blank one? Yeah, I do. All right, so now we're looking for the copy I made in here. It's got, there it is. Windmill copy. So it would cost 24 to actually make this, but we'll draw it. And I will click on this. Put it in there, and the materials, it's requiring some grass and stuff because, you know, I placed it around the ground and stuff. Start. There we go. Hit build that stuff too. I guess what you have to do is just delete that after, but I've got the entire structure, and that's the only way to really mark it, guys. You have to get the corners like that, and you can see it's a little bit freaky because the ground isn't flat. I could see underneath it and stuff, but yeah, very cool. All you have to do is get rid of those blocks where you have to mark it. Of course, this is a really tall structure, so normally you wouldn't have to build it up so high. Might have been easier just to climb on top of this and just mark it like over here instead of building all that. But yeah, you can copy any structure. It doesn't matter, guys. You can actually copy grass and all kinds of stuff. As you see, a lot of it came with it, and it looks a little bit glitchy, but it actually worked perfectly. But anyways, guys, that's about all there is to show with this mod. You can build structures, and it's not even overpowered at all, really. You gotta get all the materials and bring them together and make some pretty epic stuff. You can even download packs for it. And of course, you can even copy the structures too. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. And if you want to download it, it is in the description as always. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time for another mod video.